First, I'll give you additional instructions that you will follow in deciding this case. Second, the lawyers will give their closing argument.
So we waiting. Sorry guys. I'm like fumbling back here. I'm like, okay, I should have just kept the dang on room open. As soon as I close the room, of course, we get it down here. We get the verdict, right? Come on in. Hopefully everybody got the alert. We can get this started. Let's get it started. Oh, Kouri. This should be something. Yeah, buddy. I'm assuming this should be happening real soon. Yeah, we got about 10 minutes or so to let everybody get in here, get all cozy. Everybody get cozy. Get on cozy. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button for me as you come on in here. I so appreciate it. Let's see here. In the meantime, between time, let me take Afro Man off of here. Y'all don't want to see Afro Man. We'll be back with Afro Man tomorrow. I tell you, we got so many trials we be doing. Like so many trials. Yeah, baby. Hey, 1, 2, 3, Grandma Faith. Hey. Can you take it to trial the thing I just sent you? What you trying to send to me? It's a statement the defense put out. When they put out a statement recently, while they was deliberating. Can you put it in Discord? Hey, Barb. Yeah, if you can put it in Discord, I should be able to see it from there. Okay. I see it. They did this during the break. Hold on. Let me see if I can read this to y'all real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can see it to do it. So this is the statement. It says, after 3 weeks, oh yeah, they just did this. Wow. So the defense team put this statement out while the jury was back there deliberating, guys. It says, after 3 weeks of testimony and closing arguments, this case is finally where it belongs, in the hands of the jury. We are grateful to the jurors for their seriousness and care they have shown throughout this trial. They have listened closely to every witness and every piece of evidence, as we respect the responsibility they now carry. For nearly 3 years, the public has heard accusations about Kouri. Those accusations created a narrative that spread far beyond this courtroom. But in court, accusations are not enough. The law requires proof. After 3 weeks of testimony, the prosecution has failed to prove its case. The standard in this country is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. The burden has not been met. Kouri has maintained her innocence from the beginning over the past several weeks. The jury has had the opportunity to hear the full evidence, not the headlines, not the speculation, but the facts. We believe in the jury system, and we trust the process. Kouri should finally be able to go home to her 3 young boys and begin rebuilding her life. Well, they are about to have the shocker of a lifetime, because that is not about to happen. Oh man, that ain't about to happen. They about to have the shocker of the lifetime, because that ain't about to happen. In no way, shape, form, or fashion. I wonder if they put that out there with some kind of strategy, hoping maybe what if the jurors have seen it? Maybe they're not doing what they're supposed to do, and maybe the jurors seen it, because why would they put that out there like that? What? Okay, so here go y'all last final chance. Here y'all go. I don't think we can't have a hung jury right now, so yeah, because if they didn't came back and they got a verdict, it's no hung jury. I wonder, did they eat and still deliberate, or did they stop and not and eat their dinner? Because they had the judge get them dinner. Yeah, she got something, baby. That she definitely got. Yeah, Marilda went to sleep just a tad bit too early today. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, so they said, I never seen her put out no statement like that. So I'm assuming that they are going to probably speak afterwards. Yeah, they are trying to tamper, right, Eleanor? Yes, I believe tampering with the jury. Yeah, I'm getting that sentiment too, because like, who sends that out? They must want a juror to be looking or something. Let's see what we have as far as our guilty, non-guilty verdicts. You always a number, Barb. She says she having her first glass of wine, so this is perfect. Is it perfect? Perfect timing. Let me see something here. You say you want one too? Look, pass the bottle. I hear noise. They checking the mic. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, and this judge, he don't be late about nothing. So if they thought he was gonna be late about something, he's not. You lied to me. I don't know why I got that song, Return of the Mac. I think because of we was just watching Afro Man. Let me see here. You said you was gonna thought it was gonna be tomorrow? Nope, it's today. Nope, Derek, it's today. Welcome back, Serena. Yeah, they went back there. They asked for lunch, dinner, and they was like, we gonna do guilty, 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 guilty. Yep, guilty. Let me see where y'all votes at. Somebody saying not guilty. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. Let me make sure my play button on because because I know sometimes I be pausing it. 1, 2, 3, Garmin. You ain't followed the case. That's okay. It's guilty. You right in the right part of it. Guilty. Guilty than a mug. You think they gonna cry out? Oh, really? What area you in? 1, 2, 3, Grandma? So it looks like they haven't got. Yeah, that walk the dog letter did it. She did herself in. She surely did. She did herself in. I totally agree with that one. Hey, Frank, how are you? Yeah, she guilty of sin. Yep. Ain't no doubt about that. There is no doubt about that, baby. I had just cut up me some cucumbers and put them in some Italian dressing, and yeah. I know. I've been trying to like eat like I guess like 1, 2, 3, grandma like, but this like I can really like do this. This is like I'm getting crunch. I got the little Italian season dressing on there, so that makes it good to dip. And I'm like, this may not be a bad look here. And from my understanding, they say cucumbers is just empty calories. Yeah, it's supposed to be very, very high. We supposed to get in those triples this week, Barb. Yeah. Even if I'm not ready, it's gonna make me ready. Yeah, it's about to be hot up in here. Yeah, it's about to be hot. I have to look up a cucumber salad. Hmm. That sounds like it'll be good. I'm gonna have to look that up to see what's in the cucumber salad to see if I can make that. That sounds like cucumbers, maybe some tomatoes. Of course, we gotta have some Italian dressing, I hope. Or maybe some balsamic. That's me doing my spoon. I'm gonna look and see if I can find me a recipe because if I can make a salad of it. He said, "You want a double cheeseburger?" Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Yeah, it almost reminds you of like an Italian dressing, right? I don't know who running late for this verdict, but they better hurry up before they irritate my judge. Is Lynn in here? She the one told us about it, and now she not even in here. Where is she at? Oh, my Discord is up. Okay. Okay, there go the judge. There go our judge.
We're back on the record in 231-500-139, State of Utah versus Kouri Richins. Counsel for the state and the defendant are present. Ms. Richins is present as well. The court is informed that the jury has reached a verdict. I do not know what it is. We'll invite the jury in a moment. When I do, I'll ask the foreperson a simple yes or no question. Have you reached a unanimous verdict? I expect that person will say yes. I'll ask them to hand the verdict to the bailiff, hand it to me. I will read the verdict. This brings me to important instruction number 1. There can be no outward reactions whatsoever to the verdict. These folks are here against their will. They, all the lawyers, Ms. Richins, every attendee, my court staff, the bailiffs, everybody deserves your respect. There simply cannot be any outward reactions. You have to keep your hands folded in your lap. If you feel overcome with emotion, just look down. We cannot have any outward reaction. Second, once the verdict is read and the jury is discharged, you need to stay seated and follow the deputy's instructions about how we will leave the courtroom in an orderly fashion. If anybody in here can't follow these instructions, this is your chance to leave. All right. Fair warning, counsel, Ms. Richins. It is my practice to ask all the lawyers and the defendant to stand in respect for the jury as I read the verdict. I just don't want you to be surprised. Okay. Mr. Bloodworth, are we ready for the jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Lewis.
We are.
All right.
Kouri thought she was going to bed, y'all. She done put her little bun to the back. It ain't on the side like she usually wear it. Oh, man. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun.
I can put on my instant messaging. Okay. Folks, please have a seat as you come in. Please have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, would the foreperson you've selected please stand? May I ask you a yes or no question? Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict? Would you please hand the verdict form to the deputy, and you can have a seat. Thank you.
I'm about to walk this dog.
All right. Counsel, Ms. Richins, please stand. Count 1, aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously agree that the prosecution has proved the following circumstance or circumstances regarding count 1 beyond a reasonable doubt. The homicide was committed for pecuniary gain, and the homicide was committed by means of the administration of any substance administered in a lethal amount, dosage, or quantity. Count 2, attempted aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of attempted aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously agree the prosecution has proved the following circumstance or circumstances regarding count 2 beyond a reasonable doubt. The attempted homicide was committed for pecuniary gain. Count 3, insurance fraud. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of insurance fraud. Count 4, insurance fraud. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of insurance fraud. Count 5, forgery. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of forgery. It's signed by the foreperson. Please have a seat. Madam Foreperson, is this the verdict that the jury reached unanimously?
Yes, it is.
Okay, you may have a seat. Ms. Lewis, Ms. Nestor, do you wish the jury to be polled?
Yes, please.
All right. Folks, I'll ask you the same yes or no question, one at a time, starting on my left, working this way. Front row first. If you could show me your lanyard number as I ask you. Juror number 5, is this the verdict you voted in favor of? Yes. Juror number 4, is this the verdict you voted in favor of? Juror number 3. I can't see your arms, I'm sorry. The foreperson, I just need to ask you again, I'm sorry. Juror number 2.
Yes, it is.
Juror number 1.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir. Juror number 8.
Yes.
Juror number 7.
Yes.
Juror number 6.
Yes.
All right. Counsel, is there anything further on this case before the jury is discharged? Mr. Bloodworth.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Lewis.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this trial is now finished. Thank you for your service. The American system of justice relies on your time and your sound judgment, and you have been generous with both. You serve justice by your fair and impartial decision. All of my previous admonitions are now lifted. You may speak about this case with anyone or with no one at all. It is entirely up to you. You might be contacted in the future by the press or by the lawyers. You do not have to talk with them or with anyone else, but you may if you would like. The choice is yours entirely. I'm now turning to the attorneys and instructing them to honor your wishes as officers of the court if you indicate that you do not want to talk about this case. If you do talk about the case, please respect the privacy of your fellow jurors. The confidences they may have shared with you during deliberation are not yours to share with others. Thank you, all of you, for your service. Please rise for the jury. All right, please have a seat. Ms. Lewis, we need to get a pre-sentence investigation report, and we need to set sentencing. I imagine, Mr. Bloodworth, that the state would request that that be special set.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Lewis, does defendant waive the 45-day limit for sentencing?
Yes, we will.
All right. Let me call up my calendar. Should we be looking in May, Ms. Lewis?
That's fine.
Do you have a sense of it, Mr. Bloodworth? April is not possible. In May, do you have a sense of when would be appropriate?
Your Honor, can I step back and talk to the victim's family?
Sure. And Ms. Lewis, if you need a moment to confer with anyone.
Your Honor, any day in May works.
Without having to move something, which I am, of course, willing to do, I could do it during the week of May 25 or the morning of May 13. But if those times don't work, or if the week of May 25 is too far out, I'll move something to accommodate council schedules. Ms. Lewis, why don't I begin with you?
Either of those days would work for the defense.
Is a morning enough time?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Okay. We'll set sentencing for 9:30 a.m. Wednesday, May 13. We're hereby referring Ms. Richins for the preparation of a pre-sentence investigation report. Ms. Lewis, anything else on the record today?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Bloodworth?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Richins, I'll see you again, May 13, 9:30 a.m. I need everyone to stay seated, follow the instructions of the Summit County deputies. The court is in recess. Travel safely.
I was wondering if they was gonna show us the feed of them kind of going out. I don't know if anybody gonna start. I don't think they gonna show it. They don't have it up there so far. It's just a black screen. Yeah, this is a trip. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Did y'all see how she looked when they first said guilty? She was like, I think they took the air out of that hot balloon. She looked like she really shocked, y'all. Yeah. Yeah.
In the Kouri Richins murder trial, prosecutors have
I know, my girl, that's my girl, lawyer, lady. Well, another one bite the dust. Gosh, man, oh man. So is anybody shocked about the verdict? Put a 1 in the chat if you're shocked about the verdict. Is anyone shocked? I'm not shocked. Oh, really? Wow. Wow. So they get something. Wow. 3 days later. Oh, no. He passed away in March. You said his birthday is May 13th. Okay. Yeah, so is anybody shocked about the verdict? Nope. Nope. Nobody shocked. I know I'm not. You say you rewatched this case? Yeah, I don't know if it's ever a case. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I guess it's a good watch, but I would never like go through and rewatch this. I don't think there's a reason. Like it was just something. Yeah. So you say yes. You curious now? Well, it's definitely on the thing, but on the channel page, all the days it was like 9 days long. But I think that a lot of them you can probably depending on if you like doing it at a different speed, you could do it at a different speed. Yeah. Okay, have a good one, Barb. Glad you were able to see the verdict with us. Hope you feel better. Oh, thank you, Drunky. Oh, that's where they coming in. They're saying that she may be sentenced on his birthday. Wow. Yeah, because they done lost both of their parents. Oh, you did? You got 1, 2, 3, grandma? Oh, you done turned 1, 2, 3, grandma? Oh, wow. That is awesome. Look at there. What luck is that? Wow, that is nice. Good aim. We've been having some good aim. I think when we was in here the last time, Film was able to get chaos like right then. So that was awesome. Like we've been having some good aim up in this chat. Where is Susie? Now, how she missed this verdict? I got to put out APBs for people because I don't know where Susie at either. I don't know how she missed this verdict. Yeah, I got to put out APBs for people to see where they at. Where you at? Yeah, some people thought that she's going to be not guilty, but nope, didn't happen. Some people thought she was going to be not guilty. I wonder, okay, so I'm going to go on here on Court TV just real quick. I'm going to try to see if they got any press release, guys. While I'm doing that, I'll play some music in the background and we'll see if
It's after dark, where the filters fall, where we talk about the things you don't say at all. Sweet peas in a chair saying, tell it how it is. We unpack real life, not just courtroom biz. It's opinions, confessions, messy and true. Real talk, real laughs, and a grown-up view. Not gossip, not drama, it's truth with style. You can plead the fifth, but we'll still see you smile. We don't tiptoe around the hard conversation. situation. We break it down with truth and speculation. Hey, therapy, law, comedy, insight. That's what trial talk sounds like at night. Take it to trial after dark, where the real ones speak and the truth hits hard. No scripts, no filters, no playing polite. We say what we think after day turns to night. Turn up the talk, let opinions ignite. Take it to trial. After dark tonight. Film freaks got receipts in the hidden scenes. TYK breaks it down like a therapy machine. Rachel keeps the facts sharp, logical, tight. Pretty brown girls got the clapbacks on sight. Fowler keeps the peace, well she tries at least. Morelia drops gems when the topics get deep. And Jason walks in with that wise guy grin. And the chat yells, here comes the chaos again. Not late night drama, late night perspective. Big brain debates that get introspective. It's real, it's bold, it's thought and fire. And it hits different when the lights get quieter. Take it to trial after dark, where the real ones speak and the truth hits hard. No scripts, no filters, no playing polite. We say what we think after day turns to night. Turn up the talk, let opinions ignite. Take it to trial after dark tonight. It's after dark.
Yeah, lights on, shadow wake. What's the move tonight? Sweet pea in the room, yeah, you know the vibe, right? Quick, sharp mind cutting through the noise. Got the whole room laughing when she drops her voice. Eyes on the screen, yeah, she reads the whole room. From drugs to facts, she's ahead of the boom. Not just talk, yeah, she bringing receipts. When Sweet Pea speaks, everybody hits repeat. She don't just show up, she sets the tone. One laugh from her in the chat's blown. Smart, funny feelings, yeah, that's the code. Main character energy fully in mode. Whoa. Sweet pea, say it louder when she enters the scene. Sweet pea, got the jokes, got the facts, got the mean. When she talks, everybody leans in. Sweet pea, yeah, you know she always wins. One line of queen, yeah, she never miss. Turn a quiet room into a viral clip. Brains and humor in a perfect blend. When Sweet Pea starts talking, that's the trend. Say it again, who runs the chat? Sweet Pea, yeah, that's that. Sweet pea, yeah, you know she always wins. Yeah, lights on, shadow wake. What's the move tonight?
Let's see, this East Idaho News. They were there in the court. Let's see. These are people filing out, y'all, leaving the courtroom, I believe. I thought I had heard some sound with it. It must gonna come on.
The prosecution will not be making any sort of statement tonight, that the defense will not be making any sort of statement tonight. I don't know if you can see, there goes Eric Richins' father and siblings, or his sister, Katie, and her husband, Clint, walking away from the courthouse. We will see if they come out and have anything they want to say. They do have a lot of supporters and family and friends who have been in the courthouse with them this past week, these past 3 weeks, actually. He just gave a thumbs up. We know that earlier today, just moments ago, a lot of people in Eric's family came out. They were hugging each other on outside of the courthouse, and then they got in their cars and left. The defense will not be making any sort of statements tonight. We're told, along with the prosecution, we're told they will not be making any statements. We will. Looks like the Richins family are walking over. They're about to go into the Summit County Justice Center, Jordan. We need to stay here. They've told us there's a media row here. You might be able to see Eric's father walking in with his sister. And then there are some victim advocates who are, here we go.
Yeah, that's just the lay of the land.
Walking
Every
in.
single day there's been
So
a
they're
lot
going
of
into the Justice Center next door. That's Eric's father with his sister, Katie. And then behind them here is his other sister, who we will see in just a moment. Kouri Richins was escorted out of the courtroom. She will be sentenced in May after a pre-sentence investigation is completed. Normally, you have sentencing here in the state of Utah within 45 days. She waived that, so she will not be sentenced within the 45-day window, but they were fine with that. She could face up to life in prison on each of the on the murder counts. And there goes Eric's other sister with their victim representative. Looks like they are going into there's stairs there. I don't know if we can see it on our camera shot. They walked into that Justice Center and they're walking up the stairs now. Again, they said that they did not wish to make a statement tonight. We have not seen Kouri's mother walk out. If she has left. Kouri's mom has been in court. She was there today, right behind the media row. The way that the courtroom was set up is the first row, there were 10 media seats. Behind the media seats, it was Kouri's family. She could have had up to 2 rows, but there were plenty of empty seats there. And then behind those 2 rows, it was Eric's family. And they were rotating even odd days. So had this gone into tomorrow, Eric's family would have moved up into those other rows. I do want to point out something that I noticed with one juror in particular. The 4-person was a female juror, and she came in holding the manila envelope with the verdict. And the juror seated next to her was a man probably about my age who became quite emotional and seemed to be holding in his emotions, biting his lip a little bit. It seemed as if his eyes were watering, and he was looking over at Kouri Richins. This has obviously taken a toll on those jurors. There were other jurors who were staring at Kouri with no sort of emotion, just kind of looking at her. I noticed the 4-person was looking at Kouri's or Eric's family. One of them was looking out into the gallery as the verdict was read to see how they would react. Other jurors didn't have much of a reaction at all. But to come to a verdict this quick on such serious counts, when the defense had asked the jurors to go through the evidence, go through and try to find reasonable doubt, go through each and everything on there, they obviously did not need much more time than what we had to deliberate. Just keeping an eye on if there's anybody here in the parking lot who may have other things to say. The victim representative for Eric's family who asked for the courtroom seating the other day, she's in this car behind us. Looks like she's leaving without saying anything. It looks like all of the jurors have left. The judge told them they are welcome to speak to the media if they want. They don't have to. They don't have to speak to anybody about this case ever again. But if they want, that is their choice. The admonition that he gave them as far as not reading about the case or watching anything about the case, that has been lifted. They are free to go. And they have just dedicated 3 weeks of their lives to this case, coming here to the courthouse every day, around 8 o'clock in the morning, staying till 5 o'clock at night, listening to all of the evidence, listening to what has been presented, the witnesses, the prosecution, the defense statements, and now they are free to go. I've interviewed jurors in the past from other trials. If you've, followed our work, especially the Lori Daybell case, for some of these jurors, it sticks with them. They go to counseling, they go to therapy. In fact, one of them couldn't even speak to me about the experience for a year because it was so traumatic and traumatizing for her. So that is what we are looking at right now. People are leaving. I'm just going to stand by here. Do you want to swing around here to show just Jordan the line of cameras here in the parking lot? The judge has issued a courthouse decorum order, so we need to stay here along this row. We can't go any further up to the entrance or anything. Or we'll be in trouble. We'll be in contempt of court. So that is why we are back here, and that gives room and space for the the families to leave and do what they need to do. I'm going to see here. If you see where we might, I don't want to cut off just yet because we could get somebody to speak to us here. This trial began February 23rd here at this courthouse in Park City, Utah, Summit County. And just 1 second, Jordan, I'm going to see if
Come on, get somebody to come over here and walk with you
from overseas
in Media Row.
might have something to say. And he's been attending the trial every day and came from the UK just to witness this. It's interesting to talk about the different ways that the court systems are handled in here in America versus in the UK, where cameras are not allowed in court. Just stand by.
You're trying to get them. Somebody from the UK.
We're going to try to get an international journalist. He said he'd be stage fright, but I don't believe that. So just to recap, if you're just tuning in, this trial began the 23rd of February here at the courthouse. Kouri Richins
Somebody to talk. Let's see what they
she
can
did
talk.
not poison her husband, that she did not commit insurance fraud, and that she did. Okay, we're going to bring in Gigi. She was in the courtroom today. You were here Friday too. Tell me, what was the feeling like in the courtroom during closing arguments?
Closings, it was really, it was intense. I mean, because it's rapid. You're hearing all the things that you've heard about for months and even years if you followed this case, and it's just tied up in a neat little bow. And I thought both sides did best they could, but I thought the state really brought home the intent and the motive with Kouri, and that's what that jury needed to hear in this convoluted case. And clearly, it was enough for a verdict in under 3 hours.
Did you catch any sort of emotion or sign from Kouri during the closing arguments? Any sort of, regret, or did anything upset her?
A couple of times during the state's closings and rebuttal, I saw her shake her head no, like she was not agreeing with what they were saying. But other than that, no. The most emotion I saw out of her was actually when we first got let back in the courtroom and she was shaking. Yes. So you could see her shirt just, shaking so hard, which it's the rest of her life. So, it was a big thing for her. But I mean, we've been through this for years, and one thing, her sentencing date is going to be Eric's 44th birthday.
Wow, I did not realize that.
So she'll be sentenced on the day he would have turned 44. So,
wow,
kind of full circle, I guess.
I'm wondering if somebody's coming out here. What did you? Let's see who we have here, Jordan. Oh, it looks like the defense. The defense attorneys are leaving right now. Catherine Nestor. Daniel, how you doing? Good to see you.
They leaving out of Media Row. I see them leaving out of Media Row.
Grace, you want to come on?
Oh, they leaving out of that row.
Oh, you getting pizza? You want to come on and do a quick interview? Sorry, get out of your way.
Oh, he's going to grab people between cars.
Jordan. What are we missing?
Yeah, they're trying to chase down an interview, baby. Is that her lawyer about to speak? Who is that?
I'm just relieved. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Tell me about that.
Well, I'm feeling relieved.
I don't know who that is.
Justice is served. Yep. Justice. I don't really know what to do.
What's the last 4 years been like as far as waiting for this moment?
Hard and difficult and emotional. Yep. We're definitely relieved.
Were you surprised the jury came back so quick with the verdict?
We weren't prepared for it to be that quick, but surprised a little.
When it came back that quick, did you think, okay, this is probably a guilty verdict because it came back so quick, or did it give you any indication?
Must be some family.
No, I was just as nervous.
We've always been positive. We've been positive for the time. So as a family, we just tried to stay together and let justice prevail. So,
Do you feel like you can start healing more now that this is concluded?
Yep.
where do you go from here? Always positive. Been positive.
About the new normal.
Try to stay together. What are you hoping for justice prevail?
Where do you go from here?
About the new normal.
What are you hoping to happen to the court on sentencing? A great war.
Let the courts figure that out. We could say that justice will prevail with that as well.
There are 3 little boys that are part of this. Do you have any hopes and wishes for them?
Father,
There's love.
brothers,
They have a lot of love surrounding them. They're great boys, and they're gonna be fine.
Obviously, we're all here for this murder trial, but how do you want Eric to be remembered beyond the circumstances of this guy?
he was an amazing father, brother, son, nephew, person, friend. He was everyone's best friend. Everyone you asked, how do you know Eric? He was his best friend. So he was an amazing person. The most contagious laugh out there. So we loved him, and he's got some great boys, and we're just excited to.
Surround them with love. We're just gonna wrap them up. Yeah, just gonna
To have
make
someone
their lives
pass
as good
away,
as
and
we
then
can.
a year later to have circumstances
Great
kind of
family.
flip, and you have to deal with that again, and
Our captain has
be sad all over again.
on the team. We
Circumstances.
see Katie, Amy crying in there. Watching them go through this.
Rough to relive it. Wanting to have someone pass away, and then a year later to have the circumstance kind of flip, and you have to deal with that again, and be sad all over again, but under different circumstances, and it's been tough.
Put it on them. It's older. They can speak for that on their own at a later time. Yeah, we're just here for them. Here for Eric. Eric did a lot for everybody.
I don't really know if they trapped because it sounds like they could decline the interview. She wanted to talk.
I'm here to support him.
Oh yes, Ian, you ain't seen it before.
Are you cousins? Would that no for yes? Can we get your name? Your name?
My God, he's trying to.
Your last cousin.
Are you cousins? Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
See, they're turning around. They want to interview
So you just heard words from Eric's cousin.
his cousin.
The man is his cousin, and then his wife and daughter. Obviously, she's quite emotional with the news of today. Apologies if it was hard to hear. A lot of media folks here, and we're all gathered together. Kouri Richins is not out on bail. She will remain in jail until sentencing day. Once you are found guilty, you, depending on the circumstances, the judge often does not allow people to be released on bail. And Kouri has not been out on bail since she was arrested. She has not been able to post bail. So,
I saw you working here that window.
there are a lot of
So I
All right. Well, yeah, Kouri was found guilty on all counts. All counts. Yeah, she done. We come back for sentencing in May. Guys, make sure you have your alert, your notification bell, everything on. We'll go back and tap back in with Afro Man tomorrow. Don't forget, we have our insulin cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs trial tomorrow that we will be in for the remainder of the week. That trial's supposed to end at the end of the week. So we have that going on. So we'll tap into both of those tomorrow for today. Thank you all for being here. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to come hang out with me, and I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. Make sure you have your notification bell on. Don't be caught out here like Sin with the notification bell off. Yeah, we doing Afro Man tomorrow. We're doing day 2. It's a civil trial, 1, 2, 3, Grandma. And we did day 1 today. It's about an hour and a half. It's on the page if you want to see it. Oh, you're gonna love to see that one. That's running real funny. So, okay, guys. I'm gonna let y'all go, and because I don't know, he's gonna be chasing people down all night. He be following people around trying to get a statement from him. Nobody got time for that. Okay, and we'll make it do what it do tomorrow, y'all. Yeah, it's like an hour and a half. I gotta go in there and edit some stuff. They showed us some things that we could not see. We are such a good. Hey, lady. You ain't chat. Did you chat with me earlier? Probably early this morning. But yeah, with Afro Man, I gotta go in there and do some editing because they were showing things that my young eyes can't see. I was taken all off guard with Afro Man. I was always talking about Afro. We got to talk about all types of different stuff. So I'm gonna go in there and edit that real quick and just blur that stuff out, and then I'll post the video. Oh boy. I mean, I think it took all of us back. That information that we got to see. We got 50 more subs till we reach 10K. I don't know. What are we doing? No, not about kids. No, it's not about any kids at all. It was grown folk content, baby. That's what I could tell you. It was definitely some grown folk content, and I wasn't ready for it. That's what I do know. Okay. I kind of figured. I said she must not have been able to. I thought I seen her earlier when we first started. All right, guys. Well, everybody have a great one, and I will see you back in this courtroom tomorrow.